off everybody else on the track, as Steiner tends to do.
Yeah, absolutely. There's always a strategy. I feel like there's not a wrong way of running a 4x4. Now, if we're talking like mixed 4x4, that gets a little interesting.
Ooh, what do you do there?
Ooh, see. I feel like you have to go strong first and second leg, or first and anchor. So I would go boy, girl, girl, boy.
Okay.
That's how I do it. It makes it so interesting.
It has. I have seen, and I hate to say it, but women on the anchor leg, it's tough because you look like you're in so much of a lead, and unless you just have an absolute stud on the anchor leg, it's just so demoralizing getting reeled back in like that, and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
But that has been an interesting dynamic, especially at the world level, when you see different strategies on how to do that. I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion there on what you do, but that's an interesting take. I like it.
Mixed 4x4 makes it very interesting now.
Yeah.
So we are on the final Masters 4x400 meter relay before we kick things off with the College Women's 400 meter hurdle championships, which is presented by Independence Blue Cross.
Our teams here are Greater Philadelphia Track Club, which is currently leading. Shadow Project Track Club is in second. Freedom Garmin Runners is in third. We'll wait for the rest of the results to populate. There we go. MVTC is in fourth. Arkansas Alumni fifth. DC Track Club in sixth. They are followed by Shore AC and CPTC Tracksmith. Greater Philadelphia splitting a 56-8 on that first leg. That was Chris Fouts putting them in an early lead. But Shadow Project has already taken over. That's Jason Abbott running a good leg for them. Now I have to note MBTC is in the men's 45 and up division. Everybody else competing in the 40 and up division. So by default, we'll win the 45 division, but obviously want to run as fast as possible as we have a fall. It was Jay Cardiello of Arkansas Alumni Track Club. Hopefully he is okay. That rail can be uncomfortable, especially when you're used to it inside of lane 1, and now it's inside of lane 4. A little bit of an adjustment on this track. That was a 57-0 by Jason Abbott of Shadow Project. They are in the shadows no more as they are leading this race, followed by Greater Philadelphia. That's Scott Wallace of the Shadow Project, followed by Scott Burns of Greater Philadelphia Track Club. Brainerd Brown trying to do work for Freedom Garmin Runners. Third leg. Update on the Arkansas Alumni gentleman who fell, got up, finished his leg, handed off okay. So glad to see them continuing to run. Scott Wallace handing off to James Coates as Scott Burns hands off to John Becker. John Becker going to try to pull back James Coates. A little bit of work there. Scott Burns brought it back a little bit, 56-3 on that leg. Choose your character here, Olivia. Shadow Project, Greater Philadelphia, 1-2 with 300 to go.
I don't know. I feel like Shadow Project looks really strong right now. They look strong throughout the course of the first 3 legs, but Greater Philadelphia is like trying to put himself back into this mix a little bit more. You can see James is kind of looking over his shoulder a bit to see where John is, but I think it's going to be Shadow Project that's going to take away this one.
Yeah, I always look for that first 100. I think John Becker did what he needed to do to get up to James Coates. You got to do it and hope Coates fades, but to extend that effort in the first 100 meters, always hard to find a second gear to flip it into in the last 150. But James Coates is having no problems doing that as he is hammering down the home stretch, and he is going to take the win for the Shadow Project in 47-41. That was a 55-9 anchor leg. What a split there by James Coates. Becker is going to hold on for second for Greater Philadelphia. Split a 60.5, faded a little bit in the last 150 meters, but held on for second for his team.
We have some great racing here at the Penn Relays Carnival presented by Toyota. Just a few more 4x4s on the track, but before we have the 400 meter hurdles, we're going to take a quick break.